about me is I love a dark aesthetic, but I also love creating cute, cartoony Disney princesses in The Sims 4. So what if we combine the two? Remember in like 2014 when every even slightly cool Tumblr or Twitter account had these as their profile pictures? That's what we're going for. We could do anything from gothic style to dark academia, just basically going for the opposite of their normal look. I've done other Disney princess videos on this channel before. I'll link those down below if you guys want to see them, but I want to focus on the princesses that we haven't done before. So we're going to be starting off with Belle. Belle is the princess from Beauty and the Beast. She loves reading, she's kind and confident, and she never judges a book by its cover. I feel like I'm the mirror in Shrek showing Lord Farquaad his like potential daters. So because Belle loves reading, she's very smart, I want to go for a dark academia style for her. We're thinking maybe she's going off to school, but like at this dark, mysterious library scenario. So we're gonna start off with the face, and this is actually my favorite sim to make over. Like when you start off in the gallery with her, I always end up making a cute sim. So I've removed the hair. I'm gonna start off with the eyes. By the way, my create a sim is still messed up, but it is from the More Columns mod, which I didn't even know I had, but look at all these columns over here. I'm very excited about that. But anyway, I'm using these presets here. I love using these when I'm going for like a cartoony look. Obviously the Disney eyes are very big. I honestly think these are already as big as I can get them. Belle has hazel eyes, so I'm gonna give her maybe like one of these ones here. And Disney princesses tend to have very thin eyebrows, so we're probably gonna be seeing that a lot today. We're gonna be doing a brown hair on her, and I'm just gonna go in and we're gonna fix these. Okay. You know what? Maybe I'll just try a different one. I feel like when the brows get all messed up, they're like the hardest thing to fix. This is also going to be really difficult because obviously with their features and everything, they're going to look super cutesy. So I'm going to have to try and find a way to combat that. Maybe we can pull down the smile so it doesn't look like she's like smiling. I'm pointing out the chin a little bit, maybe bringing in the cheeks. And with the skin detail added, I feel like this might be a good start here. I'm going to get her some lashes. I think I'm probably gonna do some pretty big ones, maybe like those. And I'm gonna come back and do the makeup in a minute, but first I want to find a hair. I recently deleted a lot of my alpha CC. I should have made a video on it because it actually took so long and it was kind of satisfying. There's probably still a few mixed in here, but I did also download some new stuff. So her hair is always tied back, either in that ponytail or up in that half up, half down kind of look. We could do something like this. This one does have bangs, but it also has like that updo. Wait, I literally have a Belle hair right here, and it comes with a bow in the back, which is exactly like her hairstyle in the blue outfit. I think I can change the color of the bow actually. What if we did this but with a black bow? I'm gonna try it. For makeup, I'm gonna go heavy on the liner. We're gonna do a smoky eye. Like I want to do something dark, like maybe something like this, and then we go in with even a highlighter like that. Maybe we just tone it down a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna attempt this makeup look. Let's give her an outfit. Also, I need to make her a teen. I haven't done that yet. Okay, and for the skirt, I'm definitely thinking something plaid, even like a dark plaid like that. Oh, this is cute with a jacket. I don't know what color I want to go for her because I really like her blue outfit, but she also always wears the iconic yellow. The yellow might be a little bit more difficult to get the look that we're going for. Maybe we try blue. I've always really liked this here. Oh, with that could be cute, and it matches her bow in the back. I also have this mesh accessory that you can put underneath your clothes, and I think this one has like roses on it, which would be very fitting for Belle. I have a ton of tight options. I have like these fishnet ones. I have these like high leg ones. I also have some of these socks which are cute, and I've also really been wanting to use these leg warmers. I downloaded them recently, and I always love when other people use them on their Sims, so I'm kind of considering doing that. And then for my shoes, I just need something to hide under there. Oh my gosh, look at these chunky ones that come with the leg warmers. Okay, I'm not going to use them for this look, but I'm definitely using those today. I'm giving her black nails. I have a purse that I would love to use, but I can't. It doesn't sit properly. But okay, I'm going to give her maybe a necklace, and her ears are showing, so we could probably also give her a piercing. I'm also going to give her a nose piercing because why not? Oh, and I have headphones. That could be such a cute look. For my traits and aspiration, I want to pick something revolving around books. else? Maybe we could do the Renaissance sim. Obviously, she's a bookworm, and maybe we'll do adventurous as well. Wait, I forgot I had this rose tattoo. Okay, now we're done. That's everything. Okay, there we go. We have Belle in her dark academia kind of aesthetic. Let's move on from this one to the next, which is going to be Snow White. I can't believe I haven't made Snow White in The Sims 4 yet. I had to like double check and make sure that I hadn't. So Snow White has a very cottagecore aesthetic. She's always chilling with the animals. She's kind and nurturing. She's super positive and optimistic like most Disney princesses are. So for her look, I'm thinking we go for like a dark cottagecore. Maybe like a forest punk meets dark fairy vibe. We're picturing cabin in the woods, spooky environment, the whole bit, which honestly, there are some very dark original like fairy tales behind these Disney stories. I specifically remember Snow White being very spooky. Like if you guys want to look into it, I personally find it very interesting, but it is a rabbit hole, a dark one, a dark and gloomy rabbit hole. So anyway, we are going to envision that here. So for her skin tone, obviously we're going super light. She's very pale skin, but black hair. So I'm going to change her eyebrows to probably again, something very thin. Like, does anyone else struggle with brows? Like, what is happening here? And how are they asymmetrical? Sims faces are literally supposed to be perfectly symmetrical, and somehow I have messed that up. Okay, maybe if I change the eye shape and come back to the brows, we'll sort this out here. I'm pretty sure she's got brown eyes. I'm thinking about going with these ones. And again, they're gonna be massive. They all have these tiny little noses, and they're always like turned up a little bit too. So I'm gonna try and do that. Let's see if we can add the lashes. I was considering just doing the top ones for her, and I'm gonna wait on the makeup again, but I do want to give her her rosy cheeks. She can keep that. She wears like a red blush. I'm gonna maybe like tone this down a little. I think we can give her that. Okay, next I'm gonna try and find her hair. She has this short curly look. I could see her with something like this. Ooh, this could be cute with like a hat or something. Or we could go even shorter with it, like something like that. She's kind of pulling this off right now. Wait, okay, this is gonna be hard. This is gonna be a tricky decision because she is pulling off everything. Look at these bangs. This is super cute too. Uh-oh. Crap, I love everything on her. Even this is so cute. Okay, we're gonna have to just pick one. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with this Sims Trouble one here with the bangs coming down. I have a bow we could add, but I feel like that's gonna end up looking too cutesy here. All right, let's get her an outfit. She wears normally that iconic red, blue, and yellow dress, and I'm trying to keep the color scheme at least somewhat similar. I did download a few full outfits that I think could look good. Like some of these ones are super cute, but I feel like maybe this won't work for her. I've got these ones here with the scarf. We could maybe pull some of these off. And I definitely have my fair share of like skirts we could use. What about a top more like this for her? Underneath we have that leafy pattern giving cottagecore. This shirt on top definitely needs something under it, but I do really like how it looks. I really like this one here. I like the blue and the yellow like tied in there. We could add a little bit of red maybe in her makeup. Like I feel like for this we could still get away with a really dark red lip. I am gonna give her some liner still, maybe something like that for her eyeshadow, and it's really hard to tie in the red, but I'm thinking we could do something really subtle like some earrings like that. I was considering doing this mushroom because it'll fit the cottagecore, but we can do red nails though. That could be a good tie-in too. Okay, I should have just kept it here because I really love this outfit, and now that I'm editing it, I don't know why I didn't just move on. So we're gonna end up giving her another outfit, but just know I am fully planning on bringing this one back. Wait, I think I found a way to make this work. It's not quite the aesthetic that I was looking for really, but this could be how we tie all of the colors for her together. These shirts are from the grunge kit. I've given her a red hat instead of the red bow, and I was thinking about using one of these like longer shirts with the yellow skirt. This way we've got the yellow there, we've got the blue. It's giving grunge. Okay, this is the look. This is what we're doing. She's got chipped red nail polish on. I think for her aspiration, I'm gonna give her country caretaker. I could also see like big happy family because of like all the dwarves she lives with. Either one would work here. Maybe we could do family oriented. Can teens not be family oriented? I feel like that's kind of weird. You can be all about family as a teen. Okay, whatever. We're gonna do animal enthusiast and music lover. I don't know. Here's Snow White in her grunge look. Let's move on to the next one. The next one we're going to do is Merida from the the Disney Pixar movie Brave. Merida is fearless, she's determined, she's tough, and she's not afraid to walk her own path and write her own story. For her look, I'm going for this grungy, rebellious aesthetic. I want her to look cool and relaxed, but also no one dares to mess with her. So okay, first we're gonna remove everything we've got going on here on this random sim. I'm gonna change her skin tone here. She's very pale. I've given her skin details, and I'm gonna change her eyebrows right off the bat. Merida definitely has thicker brows than I've been giving the other sims. And obviously we're going for that iconic like orange hair. I'm gonna come back to the eyebrows, but let's change around the face shape. Her eyes are very big, very round. She has blue eyes, bringing out her cheeks a little bit. She's got a very round face, so I'm trying to like round out her jaw a little bit. And I want to give her some freckles. This skin detail I have here puts them in a bunch of different places, so that one is pretty cute. Maybe we could go with this. And next we have to find her hair, which I think is gonna be the most important part. She's so recognizable by her curly hair, the color of it, so I need to try and get that to be as close as possible. This is honestly pretty spot on here. I'm gonna keep looking just for the sake of like double checking, but I think this is gonna be it. The first one we found. Like I have a few other curly ones, but I think that one, yeah, let's go back. I'm not even gonna bother. Okay, so hair done. I honestly don't really want to give her makeup, but in order to get the like look that we've been going for today, it's kind of hard to do it without any. She just suits it so much without it. Okay, I'm gonna do it. No liner. We don't even have lashes on yet. I think if I do give her lashes, they're gonna be very light, and maybe we could do these downward facing ones. There is an option to do like the lighter shade, which I've never done. I actually think this is gonna suit her though. For her body type, I want to make her very strong. That's her whole thing. She's built, she's a strong girl, so we're gonna give her some muscle. I think I want to give her a pant look. I was thinking these, but this is gonna be giving Kim Possible. Although I feel like they would get along, so like it wouldn't be that far off. I could see her wearing something like this maybe, or we could go more for something like this. I need someone to wear these shoes though. Like I don't hate something like this on her, but I feel like she deserves more. I found this top that I can put kind of like underneath the shirt, and I love this one because I feel like it matches her hair. So like I feel like this could be an outfit, but I did say I didn't want to put her in a skirt. I don't know. What do we think? I like this outfit on her. Alternatively, if I didn't want to do the low cut pants, I could do something like this with the Converse. I guess it really depends on like what kind of look we wanted to go for. For her piercings, I've given her this septum piercing, and I don't really want to give her a hat. I don't want to cover up her hair at all. This is also a very minor detail, but I've given her hand tattoos, specifically this one because they have arrows on them representing her skill at archery. So she's got arrows on both her fingers there. I was trying to find something a little bigger, but we're gonna have to settle for what we got. Okay, for my aspiration, I feel like there's a few that could fit her for her aspiration. One I was looking at was like maybe one of the adventure ones, or this one. She wants to be as strong as she can be. Maybe we can do that one. And then for her traits, we could definitely also do adventurous for her. And I was thinking about ambitious, but that's not an option for teens. Again, kind of weird. I feel like they just picked some for teens like randomly, and we're like, nah, you gotta wait to be an adult for that. So let's do self-assured as her second trait. Ooh, I think for the final one, I have never made Moana. I think that could be fun. Moana is a sea-loving, strong-willed adventurer who has pride in who she is and will not back down from any challenge thrown her way. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do, again, we're removing the hair. I feel like the skin tone here already is pretty accurate. I'm just gonna give her the skin details again, and once again, we have to do something about these brows. But Moana definitely has a thicker brow than the other Disney princesses. We could potentially do one of these with like the cut in the eyebrow. I've always thought these looked really cool, so let me just play with the shape. Okay, we're gonna try it. Let's go and change the eye shape. I think I'm gonna use this one here as a preset, and I'm just playing around with the corners here. I might like bring this up a little bit. Again, making her eyes massive, which actually I feel like evens out the brows a bit. We're gonna change her nose. I'm gonna play with the bridge a little bit here, and she's got more of a round face. Okay, she is looking so adorable. We've got the eye color right. I'm gonna give her some lashes. I feel like maybe these ones could suit her. And I think next we can find her hair. So she also has a very curly, like wavy hair. She's got like those natural beachy waves going on. So I want to try and find something like that. Okay, that is so pretty on her. Or this one, same thing. I like it out of her face, I think. This hair is really gorgeous too from OK Roo. Oh, I don't know. Okay, maybe we'll go for this with like the hair pulled back. For her makeup, I'm giving her a blush, but I'm thinking about also using this eyeshadow here, which kind of acts as a liner too with like the red underneath. Maybe we'll give her a dark lip as well, but I'm not quite sure about that decision yet. I'm gonna play around with her body type a little bit here, same as Merida. I want to give her a lot of muscle. She's meant to be strong. And the thing with Moana's outfit is it's meant to be a very traditional cultural look, and I don't want to stray from that. That's obviously a big part of who she is, but let's see if we can do an edgier version. We can definitely give her some tattoos from Island Living. We could cover her in tattoos. These look really cool and I feel like they suit her. Okay, wait, what if we did a top like this? It looks very similar to the one she wears. We could pull it together with these pants. These are from the new grunge kit. We also have some shorts we could do. I would probably be moving her into Sulani, so she's gonna be in the hot weather. I'm thinking shorts. This is kind of perfect though. The shoes, I could maybe give her some sandals instead. I don't hate these on her though. I'm gonna let her keep them. For her nails, I'm gonna use the grunge kit ones again. Oh, maybe we can do some different colored ones like that. Is there anything extra I could add here? Maybe I'll give her that necklace there, similar to the one that she wears in the movie. We do have her one ear showing, so I think I'm gonna give her some piercings. I think this is gonna be our version of Moana. I don't know where she got this random name and trait, but the traits for this one are gonna be pretty easy. She is going to be child of the ocean, probably child of the islands too. Child of the islands. And for her aspiration, I think I gotta give her beach life. Okay, so there we are, making Disney princesses in grunge, dark aesthetics. I hope you guys like this video. I don't know who my favorite is. I really love the Belle outfit. Let me know which one was your favorite in the comment section down below. I think it would be really fun to do like the opposite. We could do Disney villains in like a preppy aesthetic or something. Let me know, and if you guys like the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.